store. Hold that thought. I'm gonna move this man to the middle. I know we gonna say something. That way we ain't got two dreadheads beside each other. Cause y'all say we look alike all the time. I don't know what's up
I
with
don't
y'all.
know.
I don't
Everybody
know.
need glasses
Yeah,
or what?
everybody need to go and holler at their at the eye doctor because they tweaking. But it is your boy Henny the Moore. And if you see three people on here, I got the most nefarious man in Alabama. I don't know if there's anybody more nefarious in the history of Alabama than landlord, but he's here. So allegedly he's here. He may be a whole different person, man. He always in disguise. It may not be
Ain't
the
no
same.
telling.
It may not even be the same dude I had on the show the other times, man. I can't tell you. I ain't never seen his real face.
Who knows?
Who knows? And if you see somebody in the middle, man, it's Mr. Run the Damn Ball, West Coast Cowboy, man. How y'all boys living today?
Shoot, I'm good, man. I'm great. I mean, it's good. It feels good to have my Facebook back connected, and I don't have to use the phone. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a good thing. Let me make sure it's on, please. Let me see, make sure it's on. It should be up. You know what I'm saying? Please, Lord. Yes, it is. Let's go.
Yeah, I see
Okay,
you
there we go.
connected. I see you connected up here.
Yeah,
It's
the
added
title, the
in. I
title
see
didn't show whatever, but what's the name of this title?
Cowboys UnCut, Cowboy versus Bills. Final thoughts.
Okay, I got you.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Hey, I feel great too, man. Especially after we witnessed our op drop their third loss in a row. I don't care what nobody say. I am happy because it helps us out as well. So hey, it is what it is. Their misery equals our pleasure at times. So it is what it is. We want to see them lose as many as they can. Many as they possibly can. That's what we want to see.
Facts, bro. Facts. And hey, everybody know the usual rules of engagement when you tap in with your content creators, man. When you see Cowboys UnCut go live, what I need you to do on all platforms, I need y'all to hit that like button. The more likes that we get on these videos, the more these platforms will push the content. That's the easiest way that we can manipulate this algorithm so that y'all can continue to find the content, continue to get notifications, and then continue to put it in front of more eyeballs. So you want West Coast to do well, you want Landlord to do well, you want to see the liquor store prosper, hit that like button, man. It goes a long way in helping out your Cowboy content creators, man. Also, after you hit that like button, what I need y'all to do is to hit that share button. Because especially over here in the liquor store, we practice manifestation. So if you want the Dallas Cowboys to win championship number 6 this year, not next year, because next year you don't know what the hell gonna happen. A meteor might hit the world, God might blow that trumpet, and the world ends. You never know. So if you want the Dallas Cowboys to win their 6th title this year, share the content 6 times and drop 6 emojis. Just like my boy Silas did. He dropped 6 cookies because the Eagles are sweet like that. The Eagles are sweet, so my boy dropped 6 cookies, right? So drop whatever you want. Nisi dropped 6 championship emojis because we trying to get title number 6. Yo, what's up with your El Professor? We see he said he's trapping in the liquor store today, man. Salute to my brother.
Shout out to Mr. L Professor in the building.
Indeed. So yeah, make sure y'all hit that like, make sure y'all hit the share, and most importantly, man, make sure y'all slap the dog shit out of an Eagles fan, man. I like kicking people when they down. Like normally, I let people make it, man. But the moment we lost that game to the Bills, I had a whole bunch of people I ain't seen in a week jumping in my mentions, trying to talk crazy. And guess what? I cannot find a single one of them no more, man. I don't know. I think they pages got disconnected. The Wi-Fi got shut down over there in Philadelphia. I don't know what happened, but I cannot find a single Philadelphia Eagles fan. I actually can. There's one that's actually getting cussed out by a player right now on the internet. But that's neither here nor there.
What happened with that? I don't know what happened with that.
There's a content creator out there that got talked bad to by about all pro wide receiver because he don't know what the hell he be talking about. He don't watch film. The one that the stripper account one. I ain't gonna
Oh
drop
Lord,
name drop.
hey, listen to me, bro. Listen to me. I'm a grown ass man. You talking about Lord Brunson?
Yeah, that one. That
Okay,
one
so
right
Lord Brunson, what happened now?
AJ Brown talked bad to him because he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He tried to say
Wait,
something happened. He tried to say something happened on a play that didn't. He tried to say that Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown were playing buddy ball, and that's why he threw the ball on the goal ball when Devontae Smith was wide open. AJ Brown, we retweeted him, quote tweeted him, told him he didn't know what the hell he was talking about because he was the first read, and he out here can't be out here playing with his integrity like that.
Dang, you know what's funny too? Oh, what a year makes, right? Because AJ Brown is also the same guy that
The
had
hurt seat hat.
that's wearing one of his hats on his IG profile. So it's like it's just amazing. It's just amazing how quickly folks turn on him. But I will say this though, as a content creator and as a black man, I will salute Lord Brunson because anytime you're making content where players are interacting with you, you're doing your job. So, I will just on another note, you know what I'm saying? Just on another note, y'all can cancel me for this. Salute Lord Brunson because you're doing your job if you getting people to react. And anytime you can piss off an Eagles player, man, I'm all for it, bro. I appreciate you for doing your Cowboys job this morning, bro. Hey,
Indeed.
not all heroes wear capes, bro.
Not all heroes wear capes, man.
You know what I'm
Some
saying?
of
So
them have
sometimes
stripper accounts.
you see what I mean? Like
Some of these
you know what I mean?
heroes
Like
have stripper accounts. You never know.
sometimes they have stripper accounts. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Lois Brunson for doing God's work. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
Indeed.
up, man. But hey, man, like you said, it's a lot of questions going on over there in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? I see fire Brian Johnson. That's Jalen Hurts' best buddy. And they saying all kind of stuff. They panic mode over there. They talking about is he a long-term solution? Talking about Jalen Hurts. They saying a lot of stuff over there. So they are in absolute shambles over there, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
I mean, the man hasn't thrown a touchdown in 2 weeks. You notice that they don't care about the tush push touchdowns when folks ain't winning. He
Mm,
had 2 touchdowns this game, but they don't give a damn about that because he ain't throw a touchdown. You see what happens? You see how they move things around when they're not happy with the player. Because when they loved him, they swore that him getting molested and pushed over the goalposts,
mm.
was the end all be all in America. Now that they're not winning games and he's not playing well, and he's not the MVP favorite, they got issues with his style of play and his decision making and stuff. But
Absolutely.
I just like to watch the world burn. I'm glad they out there suffering because it does well for us. For anybody that is wondering what needs to happen, the easiest path for the Dallas Cowboys to win a division is to win out, and the Eagles lose one more. It doesn't matter because all of them are NFC games. They play the Giants twice, and they have a revenge game against Jonathan Gannon. He'll be bringing his Arizona Cardinals back to Philly. He wants to win that game.
I'm
So
watching that game right there.
indeed. So pretty much, man, we need them to drop one. And there is actually a mathematical way for if we both win out that we still get the tiebreaker because strength of schedule has not been decided yet. It will involve some upsets and different people losing. But that's a long, drawn out, complex as thing. So
But
there is still
who's in? Just so we can be clear, who's in as of today though? As of right now, we're at playoffs. Since we brought it up, let's just give them an updated as of whenever we talk about playoffs and implications. Just go ahead and update them on where we were, who we were, what seed, who we play, and
all right. Right now we are the 2 seed. Thank God. God is good.
Well,
And as
what's the seed? So start with the division. What seed are we in? Well, actually, start with the conference, then division. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Dallas Cowboys are the 2 seed in the NFC. We're currently leading the NFC East as of today, 12:17 p.m. on the 19th of December. We are the 2 seed, right? And right now, if the playoffs were to start, we will be hosting a home game and we will be hosting the Los Angeles Rams, who we've already beaten by 1,000 points.
Damn, that'd be a good seed. Damn, that'd be a good
I
setup.
love to host the Rams in
How did the
AT&T.
Rams get in over the? So how did the Rams? So the NFC, what North? What is it? The North NFC
West.
North are three. They have 3 teams in right now.
I think that's the
Uh,
West, right? With the
I mean the
Rams.
yeah,
West. I'm
that
sorry,
is
the
the
West.
West. Right now, I got to go take a look at where the Seahawks are. I don't know if they jump back into the playoff picture or not.
Because I know the
But
49ers are in,
yeah, they're the number
and if
one
we're
seed.
playing the Rams have a better record than the Seahawks.
They might have the tiebreaker. They're both 7-7.
Damn, they may have 3 teams get in. That's crazy.
They may have 3 teams get in. Let me go ahead and take a look at
Every
the
year,
playoff
one
picture.
division has 3 teams that get in. Typically, isn't it? Like last year, we had 3 teams. Like everybody tried to say the NFC East was trash, but we had 3 teams. Listen, almost every team in our division went to the playoffs last year. So think about
Washington
this,
was
man.
like
Here
a
it
game
is.
away.
Here
So
it
think
Washington was
about
is.
like a
this.
game
So
away.
think about this. Last year, when people try to say, when people say, "Oh, you guys don't play good team," like, bro, listen, you played 6 teams that went to the playoffs last year. That was just in your division.
Right. Okay. So they already all right. So the Seahawks are have already been swept by the Rams, so they don't have the tiebreaker right now. The 6th seed is the Minnesota Vikings, who are 7-7, and the 7th seed is the 7-7 Rams. And looking at the Vikings schedule, they play Detroit twice in the final 3 games. They may not make the playoffs. So
Mm.
there's a very good chance. Also, it helps us in strength of win if the Seahawks were to make it into the playoffs, because we beat them. The Philadelphia Eagles lost to them, so if they end up in the playoffs, that helps our strength of schedule tiebreaker as well. So
And
It's
I'm
what you
gonna tell you
crazy
this
that
right
a
here. I would
team
love
like
for Seattle.
Minnesota beat. It's just crazy that a team like Minnesota beat San Francisco too
And
without
what's
their
crazy?
quarterback.
What's even more crazy too, though? I low key want Seattle to be that eighth seed because the eighth seed is gonna get what the number 1 seed. If anybody can go in San
2
Francisco and
seed.
beat them, well, they'll get the 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they
I,
had to go
I,
to they had to go to us. So I
yeah.
don't. Yeah, they had to come to us because we're the
So
2 seed right
who
now.
would get the first? Who would
The
get
first
the?
seed get a bye.
First seed get a bye. First
So
seed
that's what
get
I'm saying. Who would they play the
first
next week though?
low
It'll
man.
depend on who win. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah, but they
predetermined.
wouldn't play us though. We wouldn't play them the next week. They
Nah.
wouldn't play us. We'd
If
be
we're the
the,
two, if we're the 2 seed, then no.
No. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So like if we were the 2 seed, if we're the 2, I'm assuming everything stays the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think there's more. I think right now, most realistic thing, let's just say most realistic thing I see happening right now is I want to say I can see Philly losing one more game, but I think realistically I think Philly's gonna win out.
I don't know
I
about
think
that.
I think
I'm
Arizona got a real shot.
yeah,
I think
I'm just
Arizona.
I know a
well,
real I'm just saying let's do
I'm
worst case
saying
scenario.
I'm saying like they already shown that they do not have the propensity to stop the run, and the Giants are 1 game out of the playoffs. I know people be forgetting about this. The Giants are not playing for playoff seeding at this point. Like it's a divisional game. They have an opportunity to get into the playoffs still. So like if they win, if the Giants win 2 of their final 3, I think they can get in based on tiebreakers and everything else.
I can see because the Cardinals got Kyler Murray back. Now, I know he ain't just the greatest
Yeah,
quarterback
but the
ever,
thing
but he
I'm gonna
actually
be honest with you though.
can threaten
You got to
them
say it
though.
like this: Arizona, in order to win that game, they will already know where they're drafting.
Yeah,
So,
but
But they
so
coach
I'm just
coming
saying.
back to Philly, he want to beat them.
Yeah, I believe it, but I'm just saying they're gonna have to as an organization because at that point they will probably be like the 3rd overall pick.
I have to take a look. I got to see if Arizona has their draft picks because there's some people. The Carolina Panthers would have the 1st overall pick, but they only had their own draft pick. So I got to see who all had their draft picks before we can have that conversation.
You
But I
ain't
don't.
Yeah,
lying
but I
because
mean, but let's think about
if they
this though.
don't
We are,
got
but,
it,
look,
they like I don't care where we
but
at.
think about this though. Like we are already having the conversation because we went that way, and you guys are happy. You guys are under the impression that
No,
they won't win.
I'm trying to see if they don't got their draft pick. They ain't gonna try to tank because
Yeah,
they already
that's
traded a couple
well.
games.
Look that up right now. Then shoot, we need because
That
that's valuable
what I'm
information.
trying to. That what I'm trying to do. I got you.
Yeah,
No
because
problem.
because you got to see it like this. If you're the Arizona Cardinal, we ain't got to talk about this too much longer because we want to talk about this Bills game and I want to talk about the some other stuff. But I'm just saying, like, if you are the Giants, and I'm just saying, like, I don't I always think
Giants
about
already done effed themselves up. They
who.
went on a 3. Giants already done effed themselves up. They went on a 3-game winning streak. So they already effed
They don't
themselves
care.
out.
And I'm gonna tell you that Arizona, if Arizona can get close to get that pick, I think they will care. I think they will care because I think their organization is split on Kyler Murray. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I'm gonna keep it real. I think Kyler Murray could be a quarterback that can be moved in the offseason.
Mm-hmm. All right. So right now the Bears have the number 1
Because
overall
think about
pick.
this quarterback class, like unless if the boy from USC don't come out. Jaden Daniels is I don't know about that kid from North Carolina. I'm gonna just put it to you like this: this quarterback class coming in is kind of weird to me. It feels like that one quarterback class it was a couple years ago when we had all those guys. It was kind of woozy up and down. Like I think Caleb Williams is the strongest name in this quarterback class, but a lot of these dudes, like the dude from North Carolina, I went and watched this. I just went and watched some highlights on him. I'm like, how? Like a lot of these quarterbacks are gonna need time. I don't think there's one clear. Or unless the boy from Arkansas, he nice too. You think he'll be a 1st round pick?
He ain't coming out.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
transferring.
Like nobody wants to come out this year, bro.
Yeah, KJ Jefferson is transferring. Caleb Williams, I believe, is going to come out. Michael Penix ain't
You
got
think
another.
Caleb Williams will come out though?
Oh shit, that's a very good question. I don't know because his backup transferred, so I don't know if Caleb Williams is even going to come out. I think he will, but his backup transferred to a different school, so
And that
I
says
don't.
a lot too. I ain't gonna lie, that says a lot. Because if you're the backup, you're gonna stay because you're gonna be the starter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Justin Houston. Well, we don't need no damn pass rusher. Justin
We don't need a
Houston.
pass rusher.
Yeah, Justin Houston is listed as a linebacker, but he's an edge.
It's like signing. It's like going to get freaking Von Miller.
Yeah, like in the old version. Yeah. Penix has to come out. The man that played 6 years. So
yeah, 6 years senior. Good, great.
yeah, so he got to come out. But yeah, Arizona does have the 3rd overall pick right now. They cannot move up. Let's see who's ahead of them. They actually can win the game without messing up their draft seeding.
Who's number 1 and 2?
Chicago, because they got the Panthers. So the Panthers aren't going to win another damn game. So they got the Panthers draft pick. Because remember, they made their trade this offseason. That's how the Chicago Bears
I think I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think the Panthers are gonna try to play hard too, because the Panthers don't want to concede that first pick to somebody. You don't want to lose and allow them to get better placing. So if you're the Panthers, you're trying to play as hard as you can. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they just won their last game 9-7. I just don't think they got enough talent to win games. I mean, I'm sure they'll try.
But my question, the only
bad.
question I have before we go on to start actually talking about some other stuff is there a legitimate chance that Arizona, because if Arizona does have a legitimate chance to get to that number one pick, if you have the number 1 overall pick and you have Kyler Murray, bro, that's a lot. Your draft is going to be fire, bro, because you could this quarterback class, man, I don't think is good. I don't think this quarterback class is good. And if you're a team that you're interested in drafting one of these quarterbacks, you should be interested in Kyler Murray, because Kyler Murray can play right now. I don't think, except for the Caleb kid, and I like the kid from Arkansas, but to hear that he's not coming out, and you don't even know if Caleb Williams is going to come out. Shador is not coming out.
Yeah.
Now, if I was Shador, I ain't gonna lie, I might come out this year on the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying? But I think Shador do need another year though. I do. Outside of his dad, I think Shador is probably a 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick quarterback.
Maybe. But hey, real quick,
his dad puts him in the 1st round though, because people know that he's gonna work because of his dad. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Real quick though, Jamal Pruden hit one of y'all up with a 10 piece. He said, more importantly, who are we taking with the 32nd pick? I like the way you think, Kim.
A center, hopefully a center.
Probably a center, because I don't think they paid Tyler Biadasz at all.
And his big country ass over there damn near giving up pressures and cussing folks out on the sidelines. I'm like, look, If I'm on the sideline, I'm like, look, bro, you're going to do one or the other. You either going to have to cuss that big ass defensive tackle that's beating your ass, or you're going to stop cussing at me. One of the two. Because you ain't going to be able to cuss me out and then him on the field just dog you. You know what I'm saying? That was just weird to see.
Yeah,
Trey said we taking another tight end at 32. Man, chill out.
Them folks be tripping, man. Don't do that. You don't give them any bright ideas, Trey. Chill,
please.
Chill. But
now,
hey,
we don't need. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody keeps on saying right tackle. You don't need no right tackle. Y'all listen to me. Most of y'all didn't even know what a right tackle was until Terrence Steele started playing bad. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If this is the first time you've ever said anything about Terrence Steele, shut up. Like, listen to me.
Hey, real quick.
Hold on, let me finish this thought real quick. Any player that is coming off of an injury, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Anybody, just like we had to give Michael Gallup a pass, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Shit, we didn't really give Michael Gallup a pass. We didn't.
We did, but we didn't. But we you get what I mean, though.
I know the hell you meant, but like, leave
him alone.
We ain't finna open that can of worms right now. But yeah, Bo Nix is another quarterback coming out that's been in there for 1,000 years. But let's go ahead and segue.
That's the way from you, Oregon.
Yeah, or Auburn and Oregon. He's played
by way of Auburn.
By way of Auburn, yeah.
Bro, every team, it's crazy, bro. Some of these kids will have played on more teams than NFL teams. Like, bro, listen, you have kids that are on their 3rd team, and you have players in the NBA who have only played on one team. I mean, in the NFL, the portal is ridiculous, bro. They need to. I'm 100% with Deion Sanders. Like, The portal is screwing. It's burning college football.
Man, hold on. Deion Sanders can't say shit about the portal, and he got the #1 portal transfer class.
He the one that's
He
eating the
just
most
talking.
off the
Yeah,
He
portal.
just
yes,
talking at
yes.
this point.
Listen, he didn't say he disagreed with it. Yeah, he didn't say he disagreed with it. What he's saying is because of the portal, high school kids are not going to get recruited like that, and it is true.
Oh, that
If
is
you're
that is true. But
yeah, if you're a high school kid, it is harder to get recruited to college today than it is last year. Because if you're a college and you need a quarterback, why are you gonna go to high school if you can just go to another college?
Two things real quick, and then we'll go ahead
Exactly.
and segue.
Chris says they just need some type of rules on it, bro. It can't be the kids shouldn't have 3 schools on a college resume, bro. That's ridiculous, bro.
All right, so let's get this out the way, and then we'll move to some actual bill talk. Now we gonna have some fire ass draft talk shows by the time that shit roll around. Wes, you're gonna have to make
Cowboys college
yourself
gonna be
you gonna have to make yourself more available when we do these draft shows during whatchamacallit. This shit real light slap. I really don't want to change the subject, but you know.
Yeah,
Cowboys
hey, and I'm gonna
college.
tell you another subject, man. Listen to me. When these what happens when these NIL bills get bigger than NFL contracts?
Shit, I'm gonna go back to college.
I mean, I'm just curious, bro, because think about it right now. I never thought, because that was my biggest argument. Like, bro, why would you turn down that type of money to go to the league? But what happens if some company really do? Because you got to think like this.
You a 10-piece.
Yeah, because think about this. If you're a projected second round pick, I theoretically could give you more money than you're going to get in a draft. Now, exactly. A first round pick, I might not be able to beat that. Man. First round pick because it come with guaranteed money. But you're a second round, third round, fourth round pick, bro. I can beat that. You can come back to college for a year. You come back from college for a year.
Easy, especially the dudes who games don't translate to the NFL. You might be one of the best college players ever, and you might not be a good player in the NFL because we seen it. Tim Tebow was one of the best college players ever, and his game did not transfer to the NFL.
So the Heisman is typically like that. The Heisman is typically like given to the best player who won't succeed in the NFL.
All right, so 2 things. Salute to Donald Holmes for the $10 cash out. Brother, please inbox me something. You won the ticket. I want to give you the ticket, but please inbox me because I shot you $1 and told you to inbox me. So please
shout out to Donald on my side too.
Hey, bro, that's crazy. Listen to me. I be going through the same thing. I gave away a raffle for my raffle for the Teron Diggs. The people who won the regular jersey, they hit me up. Odin inbox me so I can give you your autographed Trevon Diggs jersey. Indeed. So the thing I can say. You know what I mean?
And thank y'all for the love and support, man. We appreciate y'all for supporting the content. Real talk.
Really do.
So, hey, man, can I just say this about Dan Quinn and the Dallas Cowboys? Do you know in boxing they have weight classes for a reason, right? Like they have featherweight, lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight. They even used to have super heavyweight. Dan Quinn had the Dallas Cowboys defense trying to box above their weight class.
Hey, shout out Donald Holmes for the 10-piece. Thank you, Donald, for the 10.
Salute to my brother Donald Holmes, man. Because at this point in time, the Dallas Cowboys, when they see these bigger packages, they see 2 tight ends on the field, 3 tight ends on the field, 22 personnel with 2 running backs and 2 tight ends. They're still sitting their ass out there in nickel. Right, they're still sitting out there in nickel, and it's even worse because remember, Marquise Bell, who transitioned to linebacker, was a safety. He still has a safety body right now. So there's a lot of times when you go to nickel, and it really look like you're in dime because you got 4 damn safeties on the field, basically. At one time, there were times where they had Marquise Bell, J-Ron Curse, my boy Wanye Thomas, and then they also had Izzy on the field at one point. So like you see like 4 damn safeties on the field at one time. So like I don't understand how you're supposed to counteract that. I don't understand how you're supposed to counteract that. And listen, I understand Dan Quinn loves to sit out there in this big nickel personnel because we're in a passing league.
It ain't even really big though. Ain't nothing really big about it. I hate when people say the big nickel.
They call it big nickel because a traditional nickel. A traditional nickel is just a corner. They call it big nickel when you go bigger than a corner, which is the next step, which is a safety.
But technically, our big nickel technically our big package is smaller than the average. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really big though. It actually makes us smaller. You know what I'm saying?
They talking about big in
Yeah,
regards
I know
of
what you
to
mean.
a
I
nip.
know what you
Yeah,
mean. I'm just
yeah.
saying
Yeah,
people.
you're right about that. Oh, also, El Professor said the super chats ain't working. So he's trying to bless you, man. But he said the
No, he
super
said
chats.
my super chats are not working. Don't know what's going on. So you know what that means? That probably means that the card that you have on file is probably expired, or you need to update it. Either way, that means you getting that money for real, and they had to send you a new debit card. Now you got to reactivate it. You know how it is when you getting that real money. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, Professor don't play.
El
Yeah,
Might
Professor.
want to
exactly,
try
man. Your
cash
buddy
out
green over here.
if
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube
So
tripping, especially the money you be sending El Professor, that be YouTube gonna tie it up. So you might want to try cash
Yeah,
out.
might want to try cash out. Also,
Yeah,
Mike,
but we
I don't.
appreciate you though.
I didn't want this to slide by too quick. Mike D. Swell hit my boy West with a 2-piece. He said the myth, the legend, the GOAT, West Coast Cowboy. West Coast
Yes,
Cowboy.
sir. But man, to piggyback on what you were saying about them linebackers, man, listen, we can't be small on both ends. We can't be small in the interior defensive line and with the what you call them, with the linebackers, bro. Like, and then I see us playing a lot of hero ball. And like when we talk about hero ball, the reason you'll play hero ball is because you don't trust the next guy next to you to do his job. And now you go over and try to do his job, but you forget who gonna do your job. So now you're just
Nobody.
screwing up. You're just screwing up altogether. And I see this happening far too often. Like nobody keep it contained on film. I see Dorrance Armstrong going in the inside when he's supposed to keep outside containment. I see a lot of this stuff, man, and it's just getting frustrating. And on top of that, nobody's making tackles. So I look at the effort altogether. I think the effort was in question. Like I ain't saying they wasn't trying, but at the same time, I think effort and tackling go hand in hand. If you ain't tackling, you know what I'm saying? You need some effort to tackle all game. And we was doing a very bad job at tackling. That's what was opening up some of these runs to make them even further and further than they was. So man, I don't really like what we put out on the field, man, as far as the tackling go. And Dan Quinn said that himself. He was like, man, if they was tackling a little better, them runs might have not looked like that. And
Hold on.
I throw him a
man,
bone on that end right there.
Can I
I'm gonna say
ask you a question before you start West Coast? Because this is gonna piggyback on what West Coast was talking about with Dan Quinn talking. Did you see Micah Parsons' podcast by any chance? Did you see any part of it?
I don't watch player podcasts, so
All right,
no.
I'm gonna tell you, Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys were not even ready. They did not even fathom that the Buffalo Bills were going to run the football. This man
Mm.
said, this man got on his podcast and said, "Man, the Dallas Cowboys, they play the Dallas Cowboys different, man. You look at Josh Allen, he throw the ball 30 to 35 times, and Lord behold, they line up and run the ball against us, man. So like what do you mean you couldn't fathom they were going to run the ball? And and listen, everybody knew the weather. Everybody knew the weather called for 20-mile-per-hour winds. It didn't get up to that high. It was like 10, but it called for strong winds and it called for rain. Who really fathomed that the Buffalo Bills were going to throw the ball 40 times in bad weather? Because we weren't even planning to throw the ball 40 times in bad weather. So that's
Keep
that's
it
what I'm
fun.
saying. Like Dan Quinn, like, and Micah was honest. You know what I'm saying? He's honest two times, too often for my taste. Dan Quinn, you did not have them ready to be out here talking about no damn tackling, my boy. You didn't have them boys in the mindset that they would be playing to run this game. They should have they should have been prepared for that. You should have had some bigger packages ready for that. You should have had some shit
Man, listen
drawn
to me.
up.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Talk to me because I want to hear your thoughts
If
on
you are a box, if you listen to me, bro, you can't compare. You can't compare for something you can't stop. The Dallas Cowboys could have prepared all the hell they wanted to. They could have been out there with Usain Bolt playing running back, and his ass would have ran. Listen to me, bro. You can practice all the hell you want to practice. They could have, bro. They had the best 11 Dallas Cowboys on the field to try to stop the run, and that crap still didn't work, bro. Like this is the thing. What Cowboys need to understand: we don't have the human beings. I don't give a damn. We can have max effort from these guys. These guys are not the guys you need to stop the run. That's just not how it works. Them tires don't fit on that car, bro. Yes, they're round. Yes, they're rubber. Yes, they look like tires. But bro, them tires don't fit on that car. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't.
Hey,
So,
can I give you a slight pushback real quick? Cause this is my only slight pushback. Like we really don't have great personnel for stopping the run, but we also did not put out a run stopping package either. You know what I'm saying? Like more than one thing is true. Like yes, we don't really have the horses to run the race, but we did have a pack mule in there that's got an old lazy eye that we didn't even roll their ass
yeah,
out.
but I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you, F the scheme, bro. Don't nobody give a damn about no scheme. F the scheme, bro. It's about X's and O's. It's about them Joes, bro. It's about the actual people. Listen to me.
What a linebacker has stopped the run better than a safety.
Let me finish. Listen to me. Miss me with all that. What you're saying right now is the after effects of your own mistake. This is one thing I understand. Your failure to prepare is not my hold on, let me think it's coming to me. Give it to me, Jesus. Hold up.
You know
Stop.
it's really
Stop. Your failure to prepare is not my emergency. So this is what I'm saying. You wake up today and you fail to prepare for something. Don't blow my phone. I'm talking about West Coast. I gotta go. You gotta do better. You gotta move now because I only got today. Bro, no. You should have prepared. So now that you didn't prepare, now your lack of preparedness becomes my emergency now. Listen to me. The Dallas Cowboys did not put a physical team back together in April. In April, we did not put a team together that could stop the run. We came into this season expecting a rookie defensive tackle from Michigan to stop the run. We were all at the draft. Listen to me. When we drafted Mozzie Smith, and listen to me, this isn't even against Mozzie Smith.
We were happy.
This has nothing against Mozzie Smith.
Mm-hmm.
But in April 27th, when we drafted him versus doing whatever else we did, we decided right then we can't stop the run. So now, bro, there's not a scheme in the world you can make. There is not. You can listen to me. You can know the offensive play, know exactly where he's going. Bro, you can call the scheme. If you ain't got the physical human beings, it's not going to happen. I mean, last year, we were looking at Jonathan Hankins as a backup rotational guy. Bro, now we're talking about if Jonathan Hankins doesn't play, we can't stop the run. How did that happen?
Shit.
Well, I got something I feel like I need to say, man. But I understand you saying that we don't got the players, and at times we need bigger bodies and stuff like that, the Joes. But at the same time, man, I seen people being undisciplined. I don't give a damn who you
Yeah,
got
you're
out
gonna
there.
be
Hold
undisciplined.
on, wait a minute, bro. I don't give a damn who you got out there. If you're not gonna keep contained, they gonna run outside and they gonna expose you. I don't care how big your body is. If you doing hero ball stuff,
I'm not talking about body bigs though. I'm
I'm
not talking
not
about
just
body
talking
bigs.
about what you saying, man. I'm just telling you, if you're not keeping outside contained, you will be exposed on the outside. If you doing stunts, if you doing things on your own merit, if you just freelancing and freestyling, you will get exposed. You got to keep your lane integrity, your gap integrity. You must be disciplined. We was not disciplined. And we was missing tackles left and right. I don't care who you is. That might give you a notch in your belt saying that the missed tackles could have been better if we had better guys, because they was missing tackles left and right. But I
guess
can't
what,
give you
man?
that either because I've seen them boys tackle. So that's why I said it got to be effort. That's what I got to say.
But I'm gonna tell you though, I'm gonna give you some pushback on it too. You want to know why? Marquise Bell's been a linebacker 3 years his entire life. You're asking people who have only been linebackers for probably like a year and a half to do things that come natural to linebackers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? That's why I say that's why, and when I say you don't have the right people, people already agree, oh, it's about the size. Bro, it's not about the size, bro. We got a big ass 330-pound off defensive lineman on our team right now from the Patriots. And his ass got moved around like it was nothing.
He ain't that good.
He's not good. So that's what I'm saying. And whenever I say we don't have the people,
you saying not size, you saying like they're not good enough. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is a combination of both. Bro, you have let's think about this. Marquise Bell physically has the attributes No. Let me take that
Nah,
back.
you don't.
I said the wrong name. I said the wrong name. I said the wrong name.
Damone Clark, probably.
I said the wrong name. And here's an example. Marquise Bell has the mental to do it. He has the mental ability to be a linebacker in the NFL. He don't have the body for it, though.
The
He don't
mind
have
is
the body.
willing. The mind is willing, but the body is weak. What you're trying
The
to
body,
tell?
it's not. He don't. I'm gonna tell you. Now I'm gonna tell you somebody else. You said Damone Clark. Damone Clark has the physical body to be a linebacker. He looked like, but he don't have it up here, bro.
Not yet.
These
And
boys
that's
don't.
what
I'm
I'm
telling
saying.
you.
We don't have anybody. We don't have one. Like, listen to me. That's why, honestly, right now, I would literally take LVE back, bruh. Because at least he has a little bit of both.
Man, LVE would have been bad hugging them boy 10 to 10
Listen
yards
to
down
me.
the field at the same time, too.
But you know what? This is what I say though. Right now, listen to me. Going into the playoffs, I need a guy who can move defensive tackles because there is no conversation between my defensive tackles and my linebackers, bro. There's no conversation, bro.
Now, I give you this, though. I did see, you will see LVE shoot a gap at times, though. Sometimes he'll leave. But this is what I'm telling you, man. Look, I know some of us don't watch other people play, right? Some of us don't watch enough football outside of the Cowboys, so we might not realize this. But, man, if you look and see how other linebackers play, bro, sometimes they shoot the gap. Sometimes they make contact behind the line of scrimmage. Our linebackers are not moving downhill. They are not at all.
Bro, if you're
They're not
undersized,
playing
you're not
downhill.
running into nobody, bro.
But look, though, listen, the only thing I can say is you right about that, but if you undersized, you need to know how to play undersized. If you Marquise Bell, you supposed to be able, just listen. If you know you undersized, you need to be using your quickness. You need to be getting to the spot before the guard get there. That's what you
hell
need to
no,
be doing. Shoot the gap. Shoot
hell
the
no.
gap. The gap. West Coast, listen, I promise you, bro. I challenge you to go look because I've seen it.
Hell
I've
no.
seen plenty gaps. Marquise Bell just sitting there and won't shoot. And the
Bro, you know
running
why?
back got time to be hesitant, and then he go do a back cut. I seen this all game. You go look at the
I
film, you
believe
see
you.
it
I
on
believe you.
film.
I believe you. Want to tell you why I'm not doing it? Because it doesn't matter if I shoot that gap, bro. It's still gonna be. Listen to me. Marquise Bell is how big? Let's just be real. Let's just how heavy is Land? How big is Marquise Bell?
About 215 on a good day.
Marquise Bell is
Soaking
215
wet.
pounds. He's 215 pounds, right?
Yeah, he
The
actually
average guard in the NFL is how big?
3 something.
So you're asking me at 205 to run into a hole where there's supposedly supposed to be two people that outweigh me by 50 pounds and do that willingly.
This what I'm trying to tell
Hold
you
on, no,
is,
no, no, hold on.
I mean, I didn't tell you that. I told you to beat him before he get there.
Yes,
That's
but
all
listen
I
to me.
told you to do.
But here's the thing though. Listen to me, because we gotta really, because what you saying right now sounds good, but at the same time, that's not real defense though, because he can't just shoot a gap. He has to shoot where he's supposed to go. So if he's supposed to be in the in the A gap, he has to shoot that A gap. Now think about this, landlord. If you shoot that A gap and it's nothing in that gap, you know what you have? You there to stop a running back or a swinging guard or tackle. And I'm sorry, bruh. A guard or a tackle is picking me up off my goddamn feet, bruh.
Listen, this is why it's hard for me to verbalize exactly what I mean because we ain't seeing it. But I promise you, if y'all seen what I seen, this wouldn't even be no long discussion. Y'all would just be like, well, yeah, he got to attack right there. Like it's plenty times, bro. And I ain't even hold up, wait a minute. I'm not even just blaming Bell, bro. I'm pretty much blaming the whole linebacking core. It seems like we getting trained like that. It seems like we getting trained like that. Even with LVE, we used to complain about the same thing. Who is this? What is the linebacker coach doing? That's what I want to know. Because it seems like LVE, his same principles, the things that we was mad at LVE about, it's translating to the rest of these guys. They doing the same thing. So I'm not really just sitting here picking on Bell. I'm challenging the whole ideology of our linebackers. Like, ain't nobody going
and
down
guess where
here.
that starts?
Ain't nobody going down here, bro.
And guess what that starts? And I'm gonna say this real quick. And listen, and guess what? You are not asking a guy who is 205 pounds to be coming downhill filling holes. Bro, he's already, think about this. Marquise Bell is not doing
When you
that
still
now.
talking about Marquise Bell, it's more than him. We got
But
other
listen,
linebackers.
yes, it is. But listen, bro, listen to me. It is Marquise Bell, but Damone Clark's not doing that from the middle linebacker position. So you can't ask it. First off, you're
He
asking
should
for
be.
it, but he's
He
not playing.
should be, right?
No,
Should
he
he
should
not
not
be
be.
filling gaps? He
He's
shouldn't.
listen to me. You can't listen. You can't fill a gap. It's easy to just say you should fill a gap, but bro, linebackers have responsibility, bro. Listen, a linebacker has a place to be on every single play. He can't just be out there just waiting for a gap. Like what? That doesn't. If you're waiting for, think about this. If you're waiting for a gap, that means the gap is already created. That means the offensive line did their job. That means you're about to run into an offensive lineman head on speed, bro. Listen to me. Also, I'm gonna tell you something else. Right? And listen, I am letting folks talk. If you don't like it, man, then bop out, man. Like for real, y'all acting weird sometimes, and that's why I hate disagreeing with folks. Because when I disagree with folks, it's just let them talk, just let them talk. I talk loud. If you gonna look at this, we all talk about the same amount. But go ahead. I'm gonna I'll go ahead, Landor. Go ahead, and knock it out.
Nah, all I was just saying, man. I'm aware of linebackers having responsibilities, but I'm trying to verbalize to you that in a few of those cases, his responsibility was to go shoot the gap, and he just didn't do it. That's all.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Why I
That's
believe
all
that's
I'm telling
so.
you.
I'm gonna tell you why. Just like this, a married woman, you know what her responsibility be? To come home and make dinner. You know what a single woman do? Come home, put her feet up, and go drink some wine. That's the difference, bro.
What
That's
you
the
talking
difference, bro. That's the difference, bro. When you are a real linebacker, bro, you are eager to do this. Bro, think about this. Micah Parsons doesn't even want to do that. And Micah
Exactly.
Parsons is a more dynamic player than Bale. He's a more dynamic player than everybody on our team. And he doesn't even want to do it.
Okay,
So that sounds like a whole problem. We need to get somebody who want to do it.
I think I can verbalize what both of y'all are saying. Landlord is saying if you look at the tape, when they do have the responsibility of shooting the gap, they aren't doing it. And West Coast is saying from a mental standpoint, they are not willing to do it.
Exactly.
And
Listen,
all I'm saying is from a team building standpoint, you need to go get some other because who gonna be willing to do it? Because we
Exactly. And that's what I'm
paying you
saying.
millions of dollars to goddamn do it. Well,
And
why you ain't doing it?
And think about this, landlord.
This is not rocket science, bro. If you get paid to do it, you was just challenging the responsibility. I'm telling you that it was some of their responsibility, and they still went doing it.
Exactly.
So
and I'm gonna tell you why.
Disagreement was.
And I'm gonna tell you guys this why, and this is why I'm saying you cannot put just because you pay someone that doesn't mean anything, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all this. When we first started doing, remember I told y'all 2 years ago, my boy Sharif Wright used to play for the Buffalo Bills, play for the play for the Ravens too, right? This is what he told me when I watched the game with him. He said, "Man, y'all got y'all safeties playing a lot of linebackers." He said, "Bro, I would have had to talk to my agent about that." He didn't say his position coach. He didn't say his head coach. The first thing he thought of was, bro, I got to go talk to my agent about that.
Like, nigga, I ain't gonna be playing long messing with y'all.
I'm not exactly. So it's like, bro, if you're a guy named Marquise, think about this. And you know what else? You know what you're also thinking about Marquise Bell? And I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to hear this, but if I'm Marquise Bell, you know what I'm thinking about? Bro, these dudes going to use me up, bang my body up, and let me go.
Go get another. Hey, and listen, he was an undrafted free agent. It ain't like he rolling around in bread like that.
Bro, this dude is getting paid nothing. And as a starting linebacker, bro, getting killed. And think about this. You think another team signs Marquise Bell to play linebacker? No.
Nah, he gonna have
to. And
then
he ain't got no tape on as a safety now.
None.
Ain't got no safety tape. Yeah, but
they ain't gonna want you as a linebacker, and they ain't gonna want you as a safety because they ain't.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be asking these dudes to just like you were ridiculous. Like, let me tell you this right here. I think Marquise Bell is phenomenal, but I also think the Dallas Cowboys are driving him like a rental, and I think players are seeing that. Like, bro,
real quick, let me ask y'all why we ain't really been seeing Rashaan Evans, because that's one of the things I was trying to get at earlier, because Rashaan Evans don't even play football. I know we like I said, we don't really have a great linebacking room, but I feel like a combination of Rashaan Evans, maybe having Micah Parsons off the ball at times is a better run stopping support system than what the hell we running out there. You know, that was my.
This is what I'm telling you. I just question the whole the whole linebacking, you know what I'm saying, mentality that we coaching it. Because it
We don't
ain't
really
just
have one.
Marquise Bell. It ain't just Marquise Bell. It's every linebacker I almost seen in there. I seen Evans shoot a gap one time last game. I seen him go make a play in the backfield. Don't y'all know linebackers can actually make plays in the backfield?
If that's what the play, if
It just
that's what the
don't
play is
happen in
designed to be.
Dallas. I know it sounds strange. I know it do. That's when linebackers are playing downhill and they shooting gaps and they actually being aggressive. That
If that's
happens
what the
in
play is.
other places, just not in Dallas. That's the problem right there. That's all I'm saying. Our linebacker coach need to be on the question. He need to be on the fire right now.
I say it like this: you got to have a real before we think about this. We don't actually have. Look at the experience. If you look at the experience bucket, our experience bucket on our team is probably the worst at linebacker. We don't have any linebacker on our team that was a real starter last year in the NFL. Pause. Think about
Shout
that.
out to my guy El Professor with the $49 super sticker, man. I appreciate you, sir. I
Hey, shout
really
out to
do
him
for
for that.
holding us
Hey, but
down,
think
man.
about this.
Shout out
Think
to you.
about this. Think about this statement, though. Think about this statement. You have linebackers. Listen, you listen. Listen. I get confused sometimes, and I apologize because I get irritated. Cowboy Nation, y'all do. I love y'all, but y'all do irritate me at sometimes because listen, if you could just literally teach someone to be better at something, everybody would be better at everything. There are things that your physical body, as a linebacker position, there is a threshold you need to be. You need to be at least 240. You need to be in that or formerly of that. Why? Because even when you're not making tackles, you know what you're doing? Taking on contact. So it's like your body has to be able to maintain that for a whole game. Then think about this. Think about the experience level of our linebacking room. You have more experience. Listen, I think the worst rooms right now, experience-wise, is your tight ends are more experienced than your goddamn linebackers. The only difference is your tight ends are just freaking are younger, but your tight ends have more experience because they're playing.
I would push back slightly on that. Rashawn Evans is a veteran in LVE, but they don't play enough to really have a voice in the linebacker
Exactly.
room.
They don't even count.
I mean, hold on. Let's be honest about one thing real quick, West Coast. We can't even speak on the linebacking room because Dan Quinn don't give a damn about linebackers.
He don't.
He don't
Think
even
about
Wait a
the
play
minute,
first
wait a minute,
linebacker he
wait a
brought.
minute,
Think
wait a
about the
minute, wait
first
a minute.
linebacker
What
he
we
brought.
said last time here, we gotta restate that. He don't give a
Oh, he don't
fuck
give a
about
linebackers.
Hey, because
linebackers.
think about this, Henny. The first person that Dan Quinn brought in here was
Pardon my
Keanu Neal.
French.
Think about this. The first person
Keanu Neal,
the
yeah.
first person that Dan Quinn brought in was Keanu Neal. And who was Keanu Neal? Keanu Neal was a safety that turned into a linebacker.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's just Darren Quinn, y'all. That's why that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, of course, West Coast, I'm with you on that. Sometimes you just can't do it. But you got to throw me this ball at the same time, man. Some coaches, they coach up inferior talent too, though. Like
They're
they
not
scheme
three
will
different
have
guys.
them.
Not at the
I'm just saying.
linebacker position,
I'm
though.
just saying it'll be better than what they probably be in a different scheme. I done seen coaches just coach a player up and he be decent. Like
But
Rod
think about this.
Marinelli used to do. Like Papa Rod used to do. Our defensive line was bad, but the way he coached, his philosophy had them boys playing decent ball. We
But
never
think,
had no good defensive line. Papa Rod made them boys look pretty good. And the way he coached his defense, them boys showed superior effort every day, every down in, down out. And we was a bad defense, but you ain't gonna say we was a poor effort defense. You ain't gonna say that. That's what I'm
but think
saying.
about
So
this.
you
But think
can
about
coach up inferior talent for them to be decent. I ain't saying you're gonna make inferior talent become all pro. I'm not saying that. You can at least make them be what? Capable. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
but I'm gonna say this though. That I gotta give you a hard pushback on that. That's a cop out. You want to know why? Because they were playing. They've been. Let me tell you why it's a cop out. Because it only shows when a team's trying to run the ball on your ass. So when a team's trying to run the ball on your ass, y'all have no effort. Oh, but when they want to throw 40 passes on the ball, now y'all swiping balls, y'all getting interceptions, y'all running balls back to the intercept. No, bro, it's not effort. It's not effort. It's this. When a team wants, and this is what Cowboy fans need to understand, that we can't just magically be like, oh, yeah, we just got to play harder. Because, see, that's easy to believe. It's easy to believe that the Cowboys just didn't have no effort. So if we have more effort, we'll go out there and play. Hell no. The Cowboys don't have the physical bodies, bruh. We don't have the people.
I
We don't
just
have
pretty
the
much
human
blamed it on.
beings.
I just pretty much blamed it on DQ philosophy, the way he want to play defense. I wasn't really talking about
Because
the
think
effort
about
at
this,
that point.
Marquise Bell. Because think about this. You don't think that Dan Quinn is getting the most out of Marquise Bell? Yes. But my question is this: what if the most you're getting out of them is not enough? Like, you would literally think about this. You are getting the most out of a bad linebacker room. It's you get what I mean? So it's like you guys are asking, maybe Dan Quinn needs to coach him up. Bro, what if he is? What if this is the most you can get out of a non-experienced linebacker room with safeties playing linebacker? How much do we think linebacker? Do you honestly think that's perplexed for me. And it's crazy. The only time the Cowboys effort gets challenged is what? When we play a team that wants to run the ball. You want to know why? Because when a team wants to run the ball, it doesn't matter how much effort. Bro, it doesn't matter how fast you want to fill this gap. You're 40 pounds underway.
Well,
But effort is it do matter though.
That was my initial point, though, man. Like that really what it started at. You can't do that with 4 damn safeties on the field. You got, but you got enough personnel to run a 4-3. We're base 4-3. You got
why the hell we got 4
linebackers.
safeties on the field?
Because they want teams to throw the ball, bro. Listen to me. They want teams to throw the ball. They want teams to throw the ball.
That's beside the point. What they want them to do, if they line up with 2 tight ends and 2 damn running backs, why would the hell would I match that with a nickel?
Hey, real quick, shout out to this super chat. He says, y'all too focused on linebackers. If we had beefed up front 4, we did actually. That's a good ass super chat, but I gotta kind of push back on you a little bit because we actually did beef up our defensive line this year. We actually brought in 2 dudes. We brought in like 2 dudes over the last 3 months. One from the Patriots that was over 300-some pounds. Then we brought that other dude in, but just big ass dudes that ain't really that can't. You know what I mean? That's why I keep telling you guys it's not just about weight. Like we need to actually bring it.
Discipline though, bro. I'm telling you right now, I've seen a lot of undisciplined.
But you want to know why? I'm gonna tell you why you have undisciplined. I'm gonna tell you why you have undisciplined, landlord. Let me tell you why you have a lot of undiscipline.
Let me know.
Because you have a lot of inexperience. When there's a lot of inexperience, there's gonna be undisciplined because you don't have guys that aren't naturally doing things.
Not on the edge. We got veterans on the edge.
I'm talking about the linebacking core. That's the only thing I'm talking about right now.
I'm talking about the edge is keep it contained. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Dorrance Armstrong making inside moves when he supposed to been keeping outside contained.
Hey, I will agree with I agree with you on that. I was only talking about linebacking, so that's the only thing I was talking about.
Hey,
and then I see Jay Run, just like you said, Jay Run is a safety. I see Jay Run taking false steps in the inside.
But you know they had him playing in a different position though.
You know they've been doing stuff like this all night against Buffalo.
Like that for 3 years.
Hey, but you know they had Jay Run playing in a different position too though. You know what I'm saying? With Malik Hooker out, they switched him.
Deep safety. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I don't
like there was no reason to there was no reason. I'm gonna tell you another thing. 30, not 30. My boy, you can't be on my defense doing what you did. The film know what you did, bro. He's not ready for you.
From one year,
believe it or not, Runye he was missing a couple tackles, but I seen Runye asking him.
Bro, Wanye was stuck in mud on 2 3rd downs, bro. Just did not move, bro.
He got his ankles took from him.
For the $20 cash app, man. Thank you.
Salute to you, sir.
Support. He let me see. Bet. Thank you for the love and support, my guy. I appreciate
you, sir.
But man, but that's the thing though, man. Like I think the Malik Hooker injury did rear his ugly head a little bit because I feel like we might have had a better shot if Jaron Curse was in the box a little bit more. He's still undersized, but at least he's been doing it longer and in that position. Because when Jaron Curse was out of the box, they looked like a completely different team. Especially because it was compounded with Jonathan Hankins being out. It was compounded with Jaron Curse having to be out of position, him not being in the box. We know that Wanye Thomas did not get a lot of playing time on the defensive side of the ball because a lot of his snaps come on special teams. So it was a compound effect. And then when they did run the ball, like you said, they even tried DeMarcus Lawrence like that. They ran the opposite side.
D-Law was still out there being a warrior, man. I got on play.
D-Law held his nuts.
He couldn't do it by himself, though, bro. He can't do it by himself. At the beginning of the game, I seen D-Law make a play on the opposite side of the line. I said, okay, we coming to play against the run today. And then it looked like D-Law looked on his over his shoulders and didn't see nobody else with him. It's like, yeah, he's like, I gotta do it like good grief. Like, hey, we screwed then. Cause no lie, D-Law started the game off. I'm like, okay, that's how you set the tone right there. D-Law had a big play on the opposite side of the line. Boom, knocked him out. Then next thing you know, it looked like everybody else just said, okay, you do it, D-Law. Just left him out there by himself, man.
Man, that is effed up,
I'm gonna
man.
just say it like this, fellas. I'm gonna just say it like this, and you know, I know fans get mad at me and they get all this up, and I'm gonna stop getting mad at fans. But at the same time, some of y'all need to realize, bro, this is not freaking high school. This is not goddamn college. This is not arena football, bro. People's effort and what they're doing and running, like, bro, every single person is running as hard as they can. You want to know why? Because the ultimate factor, money. Don't nobody listen to me. Listen to me. Half these players don't care about winning no championship. And guess what? That's not a bad thing. You want to know why? Because 90% of the people in the NFL will not win a Super Bowl in their career. That is the odds. The odds are like 92%. 92% of the people that play in the NFL will never put a Super Bowl ring in it. Want to know why? Because only one team plays. Only one team with 56 people winning a year. But you know what the ultimate motivation is? Money. They want to get paid. Everybody can get paid, though. That's the difference. Everybody in the NFL can't be champions, but everybody has the ability to be a millionaire if they execute. So listen, that's why I say, when you have a guy like Marquise Bell, I will never challenge Marquise Bell's his effort, or I will never challenge a guy who's undersized at a position playing his effort, because, bro, you're already undersized. Like, you're physically looking at someone that outweighs you, asking you to do things that's not even normal. And I'm gonna tell you, this is the only thing that I would say that sucks about when you coach a guy up. When you coach a guy up, you know what happens? You get no natural feelings. Like some of the stuff that Jordan does on a basketball court, you can't coach someone how to make a fadeaway jumper with 3 seconds left on. That just has to be in you, bro. That has to be
Shout
in
out
you already.
to Mark Anthony Green with the $20 super over here. Cash
Shout out
app
to
over
him.
here too, man. We
So the
appreciate you.
Cowboys, when you're building a linebacker, we need to actually start with people who are linebackers. Because, bro, I don't think that Marquise Bell, even though he can do it, he don't want to fill a gap as fast as a real linebacker do.
Oh, hey, I got a hot button question for y'all.
Go
man.
ahead. And in closing
Would
for me.
y'all, and they're gonna because I gotta wrap up too. So there's gonna be closing thoughts. I'll get mine too. Do y'all think the Dallas Cowboys should utilize Micah Parsons as a linebacker more with our deficiencies there? No from landlord. No
Actually, I'm gonna say
from
no.
West Coast.
I rephrase my answer. I say this. It depends, bro. I feel like this in this Buffalo Bills game. I think you should have, because it was going into the third quarter and Josh Allen had only completed 12 passes. So at one point, you say, "Hey, Micah, they're not going to throw the ball no more." Okay, so they're not going to throw the ball. We're paying you X amount of money. I still got to get my money's worth. Go stop the run. You know what I mean? And it's raining too, Micah. So I don't think they're going to run them. I don't think they're going to throw the ball. You know what I'm
I
saying?
take my chances with a less effective edge and you being a better linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been made the case that we behind the 8 ball on developing Micah Parsons as a linebacker, but I
Yeah,
still
that's
think
over.
he could
That's
be a
over.
good one. I think he could be a decent one though. You know what I'm saying? But at the
You
same
should have did that
time,
rookie year. You should have did that rookie year.
you remember I was one of the first people saying that, like, bro, if he's an effective edge, let him be an edge. Let him just rush. Because we behind that. We should have been doing that from day one. We tried to develop him as a linebacker, remember, people? We gave him the green dot. You
Week
remember,
1
people?
against
What the
Tom
hell
Brady.
they did? What they did after that? They said, okay, Micah, this ain't for you. We just gonna let you just rush, sir. Just don't think about it, just go. And like when you got a superior athlete like that, it's best to let him just go. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want him thinking like that. So I agree with the decision. So I don't think it was necessarily that Micah didn't have the mental capacity to do it. It's just like we ain't got time to sit up here and to develop him. And then at the same time, instead of us sitting up here developing him, we'll be losing out on what? A top tier edge. So it's like you'll be taking 2 L's at that time. You'll be developing a linebacker who ain't ready yet, and you'll be losing the services of a top tier edge. So Might as well just say, hey, just give me that top tier edge and we'll just do whatever we got to do at linebacker. That's what I
I'm gonna
feel
tell you
like
that,
the decision came to.
and I'm gonna tell you too, like this, the fan base, y'all, we can't do it now. We can't do it now. You wanna know why? Because, bro, you have to be a very educated football player to know that Fred Warner is the best linebacker in football.
Facts.
Like the average person, you'd be like, who's the best linebacker in football? Micah Parsons. No, bro. The best linebacker in football is the best linebacker in all of football right now today is Fred Warner. Right? Guess what? He don't get a lot of sacks. He don't get a lot of splash plays. Every now and then he makes a really smart play when you're like, wow, that is ridiculous.
And
But
one
him,
thing he doesn't do, he damn sure don't get $30 million a year.
and he don't get $30 million a year. And I'll tell you this right now, Fred Warner is ridiculously underpaid because their whole defense is different without him. If Fred Warner don't play, bro, we got action.
And look,
Fred Warner is the
we
reason
do
why.
got
I'm gonna be
we
honest
do
with you. I
got the
think Fred Warner is really.
personnel. We got the personnel to do it, but I just don't think Micah got it up here yet. Like Wes said, it take a lot of studying, it take a lot of tape. You just can't walk in and just say, "Hey, I'm a linebacker today."
Middle linebacker play is like quarterback film work, man.
It's literally the quarterback of the defense.
And then think about this, landlord. If Micah Parsons had the stats that Fred Warner has, bro, y'all, we wouldn't think of him as because Cowboy fans are what Cowboy fans are. Like Micah Parsons he's so tied to sacks now that we can't do it. Because if Micah Parsons was viewed as the best linebacker in football and only had 2 sacks, Cowboy Nation would be mad at him right now.
They look at him like,
because you got listen to me. I'm gonna tell you guys
we
why I know.
We don't even
Hey,
know
this
if
the last
Micah got ball skills. We don't even know.
Hey, think about this.
Micah got no ball skills, man.
Hey, landlord, this is what I'm gonna tell you right here. This is how I know we don't even really want to do it. Because the only time we want Micah Parsons as a linebacker is when the linebacking core is playing really, really bad.
I know.
Yeah, true.
Just be real. That's the only time y'all want my.
Okay. One last question before we leave out. Do y'all still want to use him like the queen on the chessboard? Do y'all still want to mix both of them in? Or is y'all just gonna let them? I use them as a rusher like that, but not just going from in the linebacker to all of that. though. That's how I want to use it.
Man, I
use
feel like
through A gap, through B gap, through C gap, like that.
Do you guys think that because Micah's been focused on pass rushing so much that his other skills just aren't developed, bruh?
I think the Dallas Cowboys haven't used him like that. You don't know what you have at Micah Parsons because he doesn't have enough snaps doing other stuff for you to know what he's good at. Like landlord was saying, I don't know if Micah Parsons can fall back in zone and get a pick. We don't ask him to do it enough.
We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if Micah Parsons.
And you can't do that. You can't ask him to do that in a game, bruh. You can't do that to him in a game.
I don't know if Micah Parsons can diagnose the run fit from the middle linebacker position because we don't ask him to do that. I don't know if he understands route concepts if he have to play coverage. He don't do it. So, at this point, man, I'm desperate enough to try anything, but at the same time, I don't want to set him up to fail either.
Nah.
And think about this. We know for a fact he was not practicing that in the offseason because in the offseason, he was with every great defensive end that ever played football. So, think about this. You about to ask Micah Parsons. Like, I like that question that you said at the beginning. I think somebody said, what would you rather him do? It's like, right now, it's almost more beneficial to leave Micah Parsons where he at. You're right. It's kind of like what they do with the offensive line. Like, somebody gets hurt on the offensive line. So now y'all want to move Zach Martin to tackle. No. Why are you going to create 2 holes? Just leave the hole that you got. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing they did with the safety room. Malik Hooker went down. Instead of just moving one guy, you know what they did? They switched the whole safety room. I'm up here looking like, why in the hell is Wanye Thomas on the field this much?
Most of us been asking for him. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to see more of him too, but
that was way too much, bro.
They said be careful what you wish for. I don't think he had a great showing, but like I said, I did see him make some plays, but the big plays, he didn't make them. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And J-Ron, my thing is this: if you just leave J-Ron in his position, I think the defense plays better. Because man, Cooks was getting 10, 12-yard runs.
I believe,
bro, J-Ron puts his nose in there, bro. He puts his nose in there.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And really, I wish they would have handled that a little bit differently. It's the same thing with defensive tackle, man. Because Big Hank was out, they had to change their rotation, and I prefer them to just have people come in and out. I don't want nobody go from taking 0 snaps at the defensive tackle spot, and that's pretty much what they did with one year. He went from getting a handful of special team snaps and a couple of defensive snaps to being out there the entirety of the game, and it shows, man. It shows. You just can't go from 10 to 100.
Nah, you
Like
can't.
you ain't ready for that. But I do have to escape from.
I just think I'm gonna the last thing I'm gonna say. I also think it's dope that I think it's a tell that every single person that plays one position in Dallas, when they leave, they go back to their original position, bro.
Every time. That what Keanu Neal did, just to piggyback on what the hell you said.
Keanu Neal got $5 million to pretend to be a linebacker 1 year and then left, and now he makes $2.5 million to be. I don't even think he make that. He make less than that to play his natural position.
I did say this yesterday. I feel like Dan Quinn is trying to modernize his scheme by saying that, okay, we going to have small linebackers to cover tight ends, but tight ends don't break games like that. So I don't give a damn about them. I don't give a damn about that. I'd rather get cooked by a tight end than get cooked on the run
Unless you're playing the Chiefs 16 weeks out of the year.
I said that yesterday. I said Kelsey and Kittle probably the only 2 tight end game breakers like
and maybe
that.
Maybe Philly.
I don't know if Goddard could beat you like that. I don't know if Goddard could beat you. I don't know if they could beat you like that. I done seen Kelsey and Kittle like really go make big time plays
can I ask you a question,
and dominate games. I don't see no other game breakers like that.
Do you think part of the reason why he's using these faster linebackers is because of the threat of the running quarterback?
We've been struggling with them since we.
I know.
It ain't been working if it is the reason. We've been struggling against running quarterbacks.
Because think about this, these quarterbacks are bigger too.
Against us.
Yeah, the quarterback are big. He a running quarterback, but he's 6'5".
Yeah,
Josh Allen probably outweighed Bell by 20 pounds. Man, that's a crazy when the quarterback is bigger than your linebacker. That's freaking crazy, bro.
Josh Allen is a big ass dude.
But Dak Prescott a big quarterback. He 240. They say Josh Allen like 250.
So you telling me Dak Prescott is bigger than a starting linebacker on the Dallas Cowboys right now?
Yes.
Yeah, he for sure bigger than Marquise Bell. For sure.
Bro, somebody needs to make listen to me. Somebody needs to make a meme of that, bro. Somebody needs to make a meme of that, bro. How is Dak a quarterback bigger than a linebacker on a? That's
listen to this, West
bro.
Coast. I look, because some people don't be aware of other players on other teams. So I use our team as a example. I said, how would you like Tyler Smith going up against Marquise Bell? How would you like Tyler Smith going up against Donovan Wilson or J-Ron Curse? Man, Tyler is finna lock them boys up. So I said it can work against like regular guards. That's why, because I say them boys are some dogs. They got hard enough to play gritty football. But when you go up against some good guards, that shit ain't working, bro.
So Dak is listed at 238.
Yeah, Dak.
What is that?
240. Yeah, so it's basically 240. Yeah, 2 pounds.
So, but time out. I want to actually Dak is at 240. What is Damone Clark listed at?
Damone Clark, let's take a look. Damone Clark probably like 220. If I want to
230, I'd say it's about 235.
So you mean tell me my quarterback is bigger than our linebackers?
And that then got slim.
They about the same size. Damone Clark is actually 240, so he would have Dak by 2 pounds. So they the same size basically.
But think about this. Think about this though. If Damone Clark is standing still, Dak is a moving force. Dak's 240 is going to weigh more than Damone Clark's 240 because Dak's 240 is moving.
And you ain't going to sign up to tackle somebody just as big as you all game.
And listen, that's our biggest linebacker, right? So think about that against Marquise Bell. Think about that against...
How big is Marquise Bell?
He like 205.
They said 205 in the chat box, so that got him by over 30 pounds. And remember, I gave him 215 because Dan Quinn said that they've been trying to add weight on him. So I gave him 215.
We can look at our whole secondary. How big is Dono? How big is J-Ron? J-Ron probably got a little weight because he's tall. That's about it.
Professor for the $10 super sticker. Thank you for the love.
Salute. Appreciate you, man.
They said he's 215. They said Dono about 215. Okay, so
our whole back end is small, bro. Our whole back end is small.
So thank God we play Tua, right? Because I know Tua is a smaller quarterback. So thank God we ain't got to worry about him running through us.
Got to worry about that arm though.
We got to worry about the arm. Like they got 2 running backs that run 4 threes.
Bro, they got 2 wide receivers that can stretch the field ridiculously, bro. And Tariq
They got
Hill
the
is gonna
fastest show on
and
turf over there.
Tariq Hill is gonna be because remember Tariq Hill didn't play last week just so he could play this week. They ain't gonna say that, but that's exactly what they did.
No, he got to play against the
They
Cowboys.
purposely did not play Tariq Hill last week. Gave him a week off so he could be ready for this Cowboy game.
But yeah, man, I got to get on up out of here, man. I appreciate all the love and support, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card on all 3 channels. You know, I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Thank y'all. Appreciate you.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this Miami game, that's the only thing I'm gonna say, Brad. This Miami, it's this. Listen. I wanted to laugh and joke about the Philadelphia Eagles, but we're so close to the playoffs that I don't care what other people are doing. Like I just don't care. And that Miami game is gonna be a big game. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a big. These next 3 games coming down the pipe, they're gonna be big games for the Cowboys. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. We are who we are right now. The Philadelphia Eagles in their last 5 games, they're 3-2. The Cowboys in their last 5 games are 4-1. You know what I'm saying? So we are not the same, bro. Stay the hell out of my inbox.
Indeed, man. Speaking of that, man, if y'all tap back in with your boy,
hey, Philly's 3-2 in the last month, bro. 3-2.
Yeah, if y'all tap back in with your boy tonight, man, I will be doing our first look at the Miami Dolphins. So tap in at about 6 for the win. We'll open the doors to the liquor store and we'll get it in, my man. But thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for rocking. And Wes, tell them where you're gonna be at, man. You know you gotta give the last closing.
Oh, and I was gonna say, never look down because stars up. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, Philly's on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, Philly on a 3-game losing streak. They won their previous 2 games, so he's right. They're 3-2 in their last 5.
And think about this: last season, if I'm not mistaken, last season, huh?
You mean 2 and 3?
Well, they lost their last 3 games.
Yeah. 2 and 3. Yeah, they're 2 and 3.
Oh yeah. Because you all, yes. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was saying the losses. You know, I don't like Philly, so I saw the loss.
Philadelphia Threegles and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they're 2-3. I'm sorry. They're 2. Yeah, let me correct that. They're 2-3. They've lost they're 2-3 in their last 5 games. Cowboys are 4-1 in their last 5 games.
Have they won a game in this month?
No.
No, they have not. No,
don't know how that is.
Philly has not won a game since Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the Buffalo game. The game.
The Cowboys the only team that ain't won a whole month without a win.
Like, think about this: if Philly loses this week, they went a whole month without. And this is the team that they're supposed to be taking into the playoffs. So that's all I'm saying, bruh.
All I'm saying.